Even gated houses are no longer safe, and this raises concerns. Watch as the man walks up to this gate, looks around to make sure he's alone, and then breaks the lock with pliers. The lock was far from easy to open, and he struggles with it for several minutes before finally breaking it. He then enters the compound. Moments later, we see him exiting the compound, but this time he's not empty-handed. He comes out with his loot, a bicycle. What's even more concerning is that he leaves as calmly as he arrived. The entire incident lasts less than a minute and a half. In a miscalculated attempt, a robber chose the wrong person to target. CCTV captured this man standing by the roadside, engrossed in his phone, seemingly taking a break from something, when suddenly another man, who looked like a regular passerby, approached and pulled out a gun. But the intended victim was ready. He immediately defended himself, swinging his umbrella at the robber, hitting him across the head and sending him crashing miserably to the ground. This guard was moving a box containing money in a mall in Durban. It was a typical cash-in-transit operation, but the day was about to turn ugly. Four armed men quickly approached him with their pistols. One of them struck him, causing him to fall to the ground, and then moved him to a corner. The robbers made their escape with the cash. On September 7, 2018, in Johannesburg, a cash-in-transit van was parked outside, accompanied by security guards, waiting for the money to be loaded. The scene looked normal, but little did they know, things wouldn't go as usual. When the man carrying the cash came into view and tried to open the van door to get in, a previously idle man in blue immediately sprang into action. He pulled out his gun and charged at him. Then, more armed men appeared, completing the operation together. This woman, withdrawing money at an ATM, was about to have her day ruined. A suspicious-looking man approached her and showed her something on a piece of paper, then took over operating the machine himself. The frightened woman could barely move, but she still tried to defend her money, though it was futile. Just as she pressed withdraw and the money came out, the man led her away from the machine, and his accomplice immediately stepped in and took the cash. This next video is a perfect example of a daylight robbery gone wrong. A white Hux pulled up to the side of the road, and the driver got out. Before he could do anything, another vehicle pulled up behind it. The robbers quickly exited their vehicle and attempted to hijack the Hucks. But when one of them moved to the other side of the car, things took a shocking turn. The other occupant of the car was armed, and before the door was opened, he started shooting. The shootout lasted for quite some time. The robber who was hit couldn't move and stayed on the ground until his friends helped him into the car. A delivery man took matters into his own hands when robbers approached him. He noticed them the moment he stopped, so he went to his box, opened it, and kept his hand inside, pretending to check for something. As the robbers confidently approached, the man quickly pulled out a machete, startling them, and they immediately ran for their lives. In Durban, a woman was stuck in traffic when two men saw it as a perfect opportunity. They approached from the opposite lane and snatched her bag and cell phone from inside the car. But the woman didn't stand by. She immediately gave chase. The thieves thought they'd get away with it, but they were in for a rude shock. She pursued them in her car, and after a short chase, ran one of them over. A great way to foil a robbery. This migrant, driving his Uber, had the worst day. It started as a normal day for him, but the nightmare happened when three men stuck their heads into his car. He was robbed of his money and cell phone. He tried to argue with them at first, but nothing was going in his favor, so he had to give up his belongings. Just as they started hitting him, he immediately drove the car away, leaving them behind. But the deed had been done, and it showed in his expression how pained he was. In Krugerdorf, a robbery occurred that left a man without his car and other valuables. The video shows a white SUV parked in a lane when a black car pulled up beside it. The robbers were in the back car, waiting for their target to exit the building. When the man came out, he noticed nothing and walked straight to his car. But as soon as he opened the door and got in, the robbers started to emerge, forcing him to leave the vehicle without his valuables and drive off. Panic erupted at Lakeside Mall in Bonn, as shoppers scrambled for cover during a daring robbery by a heavily armed gang on a busy afternoon. The gang fired shots indiscriminately, injuring a female worker inside the store, and then fled the scene, leaving police scrambling to respond. On September 27, 2020, thieves found the perfect place to attempt a burglary, a garage convenience store. The two robbers waited for the right moment to strike the unsuspecting shopkeeper, as soon as the other customers had left the store. On January 29, 2020, shoppers at the Marab Bayad market stalls were caught by surprise when three armed men robbed a cash-in-transit vehicle. This footage shows how three robbers carried out a daring heist at a Johannesburg mall. In 2023, footage captured a cash-in-transit robbery in Visagang, South Africa. The robbers overpowered the driver and guard, holding them at gunpoint, while the rest looted the truck in broad daylight. After the shocking heist, they ran off with the stolen goods. On March 25, 2020, robbers decided to strike a jewelry store in Westgate Mall in South Africa. The assailants calmly held the store employee hostage, keeping him occupied and preventing him from raising an alarm, while the other thief quickly went into action and grabbed the jewelry. In this video, a security guard collecting money from Danville Spar in Pretoria West is confronted by 4 armed men as he opens the back door of the truck. However, the quick-thinking driver spotted the danger and drove off, leaving the robbers and even his partner behind. No injuries were reported, and no arrests have been made. In another disturbing footage filmed outside a butchery on President Paul Kruger Street in Poan, an innocent man was handing over his goods for safekeeping when one of 6 men grabbed him by the neck. All the men, wearing face masks to conceal their identities, took the victim's wallet and cell phone, searching for more valuables before throwing him to the ground and walking away. The incident shocked everyone, as no one stepped in to help the poor man. In this video, 3 unsuspecting women fell victim to a robbery by a group of men who stole their cell phones before fleeing. The officers quickly gave chase, locating the suspects and following them closely. They eventually confronted the thieves, who were attempting to sell the stolen phones at a store, and arrested them on the spot. During the intervention, the officers explained the situation to the suspects and asked for their cooperation, keeping the operation as civil and controlled as possible.
Alright, watch hom. Daai 2 wat daar is ook. So daai 2 wat daar binne is en hy. Ja, hulle is almal saam. Come here please. And just wait here for me. Wait! Wait, I'm with the anti-hijacking unit. A vehicle like this one was involved in a robbery this morning. 3 men was involved in the robbery. So I need you to come here for me. Come inside here. And I need you, hello guys. Sit down for me please. All 3 of you. I'm with the anti-hijacking unit. Sit down. Sit down! Sit down for me, please. I'm with the anti-hijacking unit. I'm going to... Flat. I'm going to tell you what the problem is that we... Now, on your bum, my brother, please. There was a robbery in Bradell this morning. I'm going to tell you. Listen, please. There was a robbery. They robbed some people of the cell phones. All right. Are they trying to sell you a cell phone or anything? They need to put protectors. All right. So if there's inconvenience, this is why I'm not pointing you and making you lying flat. All right. I'm going to get all the information first. And then, if everything is fine, maybe somebody cloned your number plate or something. At the moment, put down your phone for me, please. You're a suspect in a Schedule 1 offense, robbery. All right, so I need you to put your phone down for me, please. Okay, what is your name? Tsepo, and you? Tsepo. And you also Tsepo, huh? Ayana and Tsepos. All right. Please don't run. All right. You are not arrested. You are detained. Who's the owner of the car outside? Another Tsepo. Which Tsepo? That Tsepo there. All right. Tsepo, are you the owner? It belongs to you. Your brother's car. He's not Tsepo. All right. I want to keep it as civil and as friendly as possible. All right. So, please.
On March 13, 2018, in Johannesburg, a shocking incident occurred when robbers sneaked into a home to commit a burglary in broad daylight. The thieves made a clean getaway just as the unsuspecting owner arrived home and saw the unidentified men driving off. She rushed inside to confirm her suspicions, but unfortunately, it was too late to do anything about it. This video shows how a 21-year-old woman nearly got kidnapped. A van pulled up next to her, and the two men inside tried to force her into the vehicle. Luckily for her, it was her lucky day. Pure chance is what allowed her to escape that attempted abduction. Chased by security, these guards can step in anywhere and at any time. The muggers thought it was a good idea to strike in the middle of the night, but it seems security was already fed up with their nonsense. It's very possible that residents had already filed complaints about these guys, which would explain why security was on high alert. Once the robbers noticed the guards approaching, they fled the scene without even taking the stolen items with them. This woman went through a traumatic experience right outside her children's school, leaving her visibly shaken. While she was picking up her kids, a robber suddenly approached and grabbed something from her. But because she fought back, the thief ran off within seconds. It's an incident she'll likely remember forever. CCTV cameras captured two thieves on a motorcycle robbing a couple on the street. Just as the robbery was unfolding, a white SUV entered the scene. It turned out the SUV's driver had been targeted by those same thieves earlier. Seeing them attack the couple, the driver sped up and rammed straight into the motorcycle. The couple used the moment to run to safety, while the robbers panicked and scrambled back onto their bike. One of them, with a broken leg, could barely keep up as he tried to escape. This man was attacked by robbers while withdrawing money from an ATM, but he wasn't an easy target and decided to fight back. His reaction caught them off guard, but then more robbers emerged from the shadows, overpowered him, and escaped with the money. Definitely a sad ending. These robbers decided to stop by a bakery for a sweet treat before their next big heist. At least 4 of them had previously attempted to rob a bakery in Cape Town and failed, and 2 children witnessed the entire event. How terribly unexciting for them. Living in South Africa teaches you a lot about staying safe. One of these safety tips is how to avoid being carjacked. For instance, watch how this driver spots trouble early and swerves just in time. Look at that expert maneuver. I don't know about you, but I'm impressed. He gets away before the robbers can even get out of their car. Another driver soon follows his example, though his escape isn't as flashy as the first driver's. But hey, at least he got away, and what more could you ask for? It looks like this guy has a misunderstanding about who owns the store. He keeps coming in, grabbing snacks, and walking out without paying, as if he thinks the store is his. And this isn't a one-time thing. He's been doing it at least once a week for almost a year. But today, he's in for a special surprise. The store employee recognizes him and locks the doors. When the man tries to leave with his usual swagger, he's surprised to find the doors locked. He tries to force them open, but of course, it doesn't work. So what does he do next? He puts the stolen items back where they belong, and then heads to the fridge to grab a bottle of Gatorade, as if that would help him escape. The store owner wasn't willing to give up his jewelry when 2 men started smashing the window to get to it. He quickly lowered the shutters, and the thieves had no choice but to grab what they could and run. Definitely not the robbery they were expecting. The video shows a man returning to his car when he's approached by 2 men wearing sweatshirts. They snatch the keys from his hand and head back to the vehicle. Suddenly, 2 people start attacking the suspect's car, and the thieves seem to get scared and drive off, leaving the victim's car behind. The rescuers work at a karate school just across the street, so it's no wonder they were able to handle the robbers so quickly. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you in the next video.